Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is my weekly What I Have Been Warming, but we do have one kind of unusual collection with one warmer and one bar that's a bit of a standalone that celebrates the territory of Puerto Rico and one of its special holidays that will be released, I believe, on the 27th of May. The warmer's wonderful. It has a reinterpretation of the Puerto Rican flag and then one of their native critters, this cute little frog that they have molded into the dish. It is absolutely darling, and if for any reason that is something that you would want to purchase to celebrate Puerto Rico, you have to look at the little froggy in the dish. I almost want one, although I have no idea where to put that warmer just for the frog. But Sea Breeze is the standalone bar that goes with that. And this is amazing. So this is basically an early access report for you guys, but since it was just one bar, I really didn't want to do a separate video on it, being that there wouldn't be enough content. But I opened this up the other day, and I probably should have saved my first impressions, first sniff for you guys, because it is so nice. This is beautiful. So scentsy said that this had oranges and white florals and coconut palm. And it's kind of like, because you can get 2 bars in your like early access little dive into new products most of the time. Sometimes you can get more than that, but I tried to get extras when I was reordering for the summer collection early access, which I'm hoping to get next week. That's going to be amazing. A 5-bar bundle that comes in a cute little bag. I'm so excited about those. Anyway, when I was trying to get more of Sea Breeze, it looks like I can only get the 2, and then I'll have to wait for the actual release because I wanted more immediately. So you have the orange, you have the white florals, which to me leans kind of like an Easter lily or stargazer lily, and then maybe something else I can't identify type floral, and then the coconut palm, you guys. This is good medium strong. It's kind of like you took Blue Grotto and then married it to maybe ocean air and coconut water, or even just a hint of Mahalo coconut and then some white lily. It's phenomenal, and if you like any of the bars I just mentioned, you really, really should try this. Really lovely. I may put this thing in my club. So this is Sea Breeze, and when I had it in my bedroom, I put 2 cubes into one of my warmers and then 2 cubes into the other one. I've got the Twine to Unwind in my bedroom and also the Rock Quarry. Both of those are retired, but the one is an okay performer, and then the Rock Quarry is very good. That Sea Breeze scent, I got all the notes in the beginning, and then in the middle of the day, it was this nice balance of oranges and florals, and then toward the evening, it was a little bit stronger than I wanted for an evening bedroom melt, so I took it out, but it would have easily gone in my open concept space. Well, not that I have an open concept, but my more open front area would have gone much longer than a lot of florals. It just has a really good balance, and it's a fantastic, fantastic scent. So again, this is Sea Breeze. Will come out on the 27th with that beautiful warmer that celebrates Puerto Rico, and it's really, really cool. So didn't want to do that as a standalone video. That was not enough information, but yet too much information all at the same time, if you know what I mean. So as far as what I was melting this week, I melted a lot of stuff. And sometimes I would even change things out because I wanted to experience a whole bunch of different smells. Part of it was weather changes, mood changes, and I don't know. So just maybe get a cup of coffee for this one, because for me, this will probably be a little bit longer than our normal What I've Been Warming video length. So first off, I don't remember what else I was doing with it, but Paradise Petals is an old retired scentsy bar that I love. And I didn't club it because I knew I wasn't going to melt a ton of it, but I have a couple bars left, and I will be sad when they're gone. This was a lovely orange zest and white florals light summery scent that was only in our spring catalog 1 year. I don't think it sold well because it did not come back, and I haven't even seen it, I don't think, in a flash sale. So I got a few of them when I could, and it's just loveliness. It's springy, it's summery, it's something where I would almost wear it as a perfume. It sort of has an orange blossom type personality that way, and it's just gorgeous. So another thing that I was doing, and this was in my bedroom, and I kind of paired these for talking about them just because they didn't really go with anything else that I had melted. Summer Holiday, which is in my quarterly club. This is my favorite spring summer scent of all time. I brought this out when I was doing my vanilla video last week. So if you want a comprehensive history on all the vanillas that Elizabeth Quinn has in her house, mostly scentsy, and then I think there were a few Teddy Bees, and I don't know if there were any other vendors that I could dig up. All the things vanilla, primarily vanilla first, and then things that had vanilla blends. Summer Holiday has Plumeria, vanilla, tiger lily, amber, and oranges. And I know that that's a lot going to the party, but Summer Holiday has a very distinctive vanilla scent in all of that mix. So I had mentioned it in that video when I came to like my favorite mixes of all time that have vanilla in them. This is such a good bar. It just screams late spring, early summer, and it is elegant and warm and comforting all at the same time. So, so good. I hope some of you have that in your club somewhere. So then let's get out of the really nice spring summer territory and go to one of my rainier kind of overcast days where I was just craving something more fall. And Dutch apple bread is something I had put in my melting basket because I'm referencing all of the things I told you about the different people from the book, and then of course the movie adaptations of Pride and Prejudice. That was a fun melting basket. If you haven't watched it and you'd like to be amused, please go back and watch my interpretation of Pride and Prejudice through Scentsy bars for that literary melting basket I did at the beginning of the month. So Mary from Pride and Prejudice was my Dutch apple bread character. And this, it was good. Like, it was comforting, but it has this little bit of a sour, oatmeal-y bread note that sometimes I like and sometimes I don't, and that's why I was comparing it to that particular character. But this was very comforting in the house. And then a while ago, I had oats and honey in my club. I don't anymore because there are just too many bakery bars that proliferate, and then I have to cut some out at some point. And this is a really nice golden brown and delicious oats scent with a lot of brown sugar. And it says honey, but I just get a lot of sweetness. So I had both of those things going in the warmers, but it got a little bit too kind of sticky sweet for me with the oats and honey. So I grabbed a little bit of my favorite clove and cinnamon and mixed this 1 cube to probably 2 or 3 cubes of oats and honey in some of the warmers. And then it was perfect. So you had the balance of the Dutch apple bread in some warmers, and then the mix of oats and honey and clove and cinnamon in others. And it was perfection all day long. So good. So if you like heavy duty clove and cinnamon, hopefully this comes back in the fall. It's on the off season right now. It's never retired before, but it might, so it's in my bi-monthly club because you just can't trust Scentsy. So then next after that, I went back to a very spring appropriate melt. Chamomile and vanilla is in our current Mental Health Awareness Collection. It is such a beautiful bar. It is a comforting herbal chamomile, and then the vanilla leans sort of health food store because it's not perfumey, it's not very gourmand, but it's there mixing beautifully with the chamomile. And this is the most soothing, comforting scent. When this comes available to put in my club, I will be doing so. It is very good. The other scents that are in that collection are also fabulous, but that's my personal favorite. Then, to pair in alternate warmers, I did Pinkberry Sandalwood, which is available right now. So this has cherry, it's got sandalwood, I think it has some vanilla, and it's got pinkberry. This is a very nice spring, summer, cuddly, cozy scent. And it's medium throw, very good, balance the chamomile and vanilla perfectly in the house. And these two I would highly, highly recommend you get your hands on and warm on a nice, gentle spring day. So then another day I was doing a bunch of coconut. I just wanted tropical. And Mahalo coconut thankfully keeps coming back in our spring summer catalog because I tend to gamble on it. And I know that the year that I don't put it in my club, I'm going to be sad because I love this spring summer when they retire it someday. This is pineapple and coconut, and I think it has Hawaiian lei and maybe some violet or violet leaf. It is creamy. It's delicious. It's not quite as sweet and gourmand as, the pina colada cha-cha that we sell, but this one, it's got a little bit of a freshness to it. It's just tropical perfection. That is Mahalo coconut, and then a retired bar that I really thought was going to be in the catalog this spring, summer, and it wasn't, and I took it out of my club, is Blue Coconut Beach. And this is similar. This is more creamy vanilla and coconut, but they played very well together in the house. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this may seem like kind of a strange pairing, but from Teddy Bees, I just got my RTS shipment last week, and it was so much fun. This is more of a laundry scent, but somehow it went just fine in the front of the house. I put this Asgard in the front of the house, and I put all the coconut in the back. This scent is really, really making me happy, and I am not a laundry person. So what's in here is soft cotton, cashmere cedar, white woods, and luxurious vanilla orchid. Something about, I'm assuming, the cashmere cedar just makes this so cozy. But it's got some sort of a crisp, clean, floaty quality that to me went really well with the coconut, which is a little weird, but I enjoyed it very much. And I think, what did I do this yesterday? I think I did those yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. So I don't know exactly what it is about this for a laundry hater, but this one is really up my alley, and I'm going to enjoy that whole tub. And I'm not even probably going to save that one because it's throwing quite well and I don't want it stronger. So anyway, let's go on to what's in the, I did a very spring floral day in the house with these three from Scentsy. So currently we have Garden Fresh Gardenia in our Happiness Blooms collection. I do not know when this collection will go away. We partner with Disney World and Epcot to have this Garden Fresh Gardenia. If you don't have Lush Gardenia and you miss it, this is a very nice greens and gardenia scent. It's more tailored, but just so gorgeous. I had this in the front room the day that I was doing this, and then Lush Gardenia was in the kitchen and the dining room. And these two together, if you can get both of them and you love gardenia, it is just a gardenia lover's paradise. And then so that I wasn't just doing gardenia only, I threw lilacs and violets, which is currently in our catalog, in the Florida room. And so I was just having a spring floral lover's heaven the other day, because lilacs and violets is so strong. And I mean, Lush Gardenia is really strong too. So probably the people that live on either side of me could smell all sorts of floral spring perfume rolling out the windows. Although we have a whole hedgerow of lilacs over here, and there's a bunch of lilacs in the neighbor's yard. So maybe they just thought they were getting lilacs on steroids. Anyway, this lilacs and violets is very traditional. It's sort of granny chic, but it's wonderful. And I enjoyed all of these very, very much together on that particular day. So then what else do we have here? I did a day where I just wanted one of my favorite bakery scents. If I had to do a top 10 of bakery, top 2 or 3 would be almond croissant, which I keep in my bi-monthly club that will never ever come out of my club. And it's just the most comforting, wonderful, gooey, strong almond croissant pastry heaven. It's so good. So I put this in, I think, before we went to church on Sunday because it was kind of a drizzly, rainy, overcast day. And when I came home, it made me want a waffle. And I'll tell you the rest of that in a minute. But I also had in the back room, I broke into my souffle because I'm getting smarter when I order Teddy Bees. If I think I want to monkey around with a bakery scent that really should probably cure, I'll get a tub to cure and I'll get a souffle to waste up front because I'm impatient. So this Fireside S'mores has in it toasted marshmallows, warm graham crackers, whipped vanilla, and fireside. And mostly I could smell the fireside, so those other scents definitely need time to develop. But it was a very nice pairing with the almond croissant, and these two were yummy, yummy, yummy in the house. And then I think at one point some of the bakery had sort of futzed out, and I threw a couple cubes of toasted caramel sugar in on top of the marshmallow fireside one from Teddy Bees. And this is just a really nice sweet caramelized sugar. And this is staying in my bi-monthly club. I'm starting to weed out some other things that have kind of underperformed, or I'm not liking the undertones of the bars after I've been carrying them for a while and they've been curing for a long time. But that one's a winner and I'm liking it better and better, so that will probably be staying. So then, what do I want to do next? Okay. So in the basement, this is totally just a standalone. I plunked a couple cubes of this in one day to try it out. Whipped vanilla pear, which a dear sweet friend that's another consultant that I will talk to on Facebook sent me 2 of these. You know who you are. Because I was a silly goose and didn't put it in my club when we had it for BB&B because I didn't know I'd like it that much. This is such a beautiful vanilla and pear, and to me there's just a little bit of almost like a sweetness or a caramel, but it also has some fresh pear juiciness. So I liked this so much and knew that when the generous friend that had given me a couple bars, when these run out, I wanted more of something similar in the RTS from Teddy Bees. Now, she's very, very smart and lets people combine shipping so that you can go into her sales as many times as you feel like, oh gosh, I forgot something, let me get one more. And this was one of the very last things that I put into this order from the RTS. And it's called I Heart Vanilla Pear. Now, I was not having this on my radar when we did the pre-order, because if you understand the Teddy Bees thing, she puts out a list. She allows you to purchase things ahead of time. She has to pour all the stuff, then you get your shipment. Then after that, there will be other availability of the same thing in a ready to ship where you can just go and get all the things at the same time as everybody else. So they call it Hunger Games shopping, and it's like Black Friday on the internet. So anyway, I Heart Vanilla Pear, totally ignored it in the pre-order and really ignored it as I was going into the RTS because I was interested in other things. But this loaf was languishing at the end of the sale, and I'm like, you know what? If it's even a little bit like whipped vanilla pear, I'm really going to want that. So I Heart Vanilla Pear is a little bit more body care than whipped vanilla pear, but there's enough similarity for me that I'm super happy that I have them both. I seem to have this thing with pears and vanilla that I didn't even know until this year I loved it that much. Very nice. So this is just a little bit creamier, a little more subtle. It's not quite as sweet, so there's no caramel undertone in this, but they're similar enough for me with that beautiful pear and vanilla mix. I was very happy with both of those. So the I Heart Vanilla Pear I put in my bedroom because I knew that that wouldn't be a real strong performer, at least right away, and probably it'll still be more of a medium zone to small zone body care, cuddly, soft scent. And it's just beautiful pear with that sweet undertone of vanilla. Both of those, the bar and the loaf, are similar, just lovely. Okay, so let's move on. What else to it? Okay. So these are sort of, again, standalones. I was just doing odds and ends and bits and bobs all over the house all week, and it was so much fun. So High Mountain Lake was part of Father's Day last year, and this is one of those weird bars where you smell it and then you don't smell it. And a lot of our Father's Day bars from past seasons have had that problem. I will tell you the 3 from this year, which just launched on Monday, our Father's Day trio this year is my favorite in a long time. Please pick them up. Black Tie Affair, Day on the Field, which I'm going to talk about next, and then I forgot what the blue one is, but it's very good too. That one's more aquatic. Anyway, and Mountain Lake was from last year, and there's cedar and wateriness in here, but it's a very unusual cedar. It's called Virginia cedar, and it doesn't have a lot of resin and warmth like your typical fall and winter type cedar scent. It was nice, but it doesn't throw super strong, so I used up a whole clam of that in, I think, the dining room and the front room the other day. Then Day on the Field, which I'm calling Jade and Jasmine Light. My daughter, who loves Jade and Jasmine, my older one, she got to smell this. She said, oh, that's good. I said, doesn't it smell like your favorite Jade and Jasmine, just not as strong? She's like, yes, Mom. So put some in my warmer. So this one, Day on the Field, I don't remember exactly what's in here, but it has a very nice masculine kind of soapy cologne scent, but then it's also got some greens, so it lifts it, and I think that's why they call it Day on the Field, and a little bit of a watery freshness so that it's not overwhelming. It's very nice. And I did not feel like melting Black Tie Affair this week, but you've got to try that if you like anything that has a vanilla, sandalwood, or vetiver kind of a base. That is my favorite Father's Day bar in a long, long time. So, all right, let's keep moving here. So as I am rambling, I wanted to double check Saddle Up as a bar, whether I wanted to pull that from one of my clubs or not, because I have Saddle Up and Hometown Cowboy and Under the Oak Tree all in my quarterly club. And that's a lot of leather. But I couldn't get rid of this. This is a sweet leather scent. I love it. It's got the suede. It's so happy. This is a very authentic to the horse industry kind of a smell. I like this much better than weathered leather. I worked at horse barns for years, and this just gives me tack room, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I did not take that out. And then Hometown Cowboy's more of a cologne with leather, and then the Under the Oak Tree is more of like a nice home fragrance, oak, leather, and apple smell. So all those will be staying for the long haul. I threw a couple cubes of 100 Acre Wood into my bedroom last night just because I had taken out the Sea Breeze, which was too much for me to go to sleep to. And I just wanted a little bit of good old Winnie the Pooh. This is just a super cuddly, happy scent that's always in our catalog, and I hope that they never, ever take it out. So then, when was I doing Vanilla Ways? Have absolutely no idea. I wonder if this might have even been from last week's melting basket, and I just didn't clean it out, but that's okay. You guys love this. It is a wonderful, sweet, salty, sea air, caramel, and very vanilla ice creamy smell. It's extremely over the top. It's very loud and obnoxious, and it's fantastic. So this stays in my bi-monthly club. So then I've got a little bit of Very Vanilla, which is just like my favorite thing. I've been talking about it for weeks, it feels like, in the warmer behind me just to do this video because I felt like changing it out. Sometimes I dress to whatever I've got going on behind me, and today I put this on and I'm like, you know what? I just don't feel like changing into white or green to match my background. So I'm going to go pull whatever I haven't used in forever as far as a warmer, which this is the Ancient Retired Amber Glow, and it's beautiful. And I'm just going to match my set to me today instead of the other way around. So, very vanilla, makes me so happy. It's just in the current catalog, the sweetest, most feminine, beautiful, medium strength at best vanilla that we've made. Get yourself some of this. It's so good. Okay, so I think pretty much everything that's left. Oh no, I've got a couple here. I've got, like I told you, a ton of stuff going on the table today, and it's a little bit confusing. I had 3 cubes of glacier water. That was, I think this is the end of the stash we had from a scent of the month a couple Augusts ago. Put this in the older daughter's room. Oh, so nice. So this is a sharp, I'm pretty sure this does have like a bergamot note. It's definitely got lavender, and it has like an icy water thing going on. Very good in her room, nice and clean and fresh. And then here's a cool combination if you happen to be Teddy Bees and Scentsy. Dashing, which I put in the melting basket for one of the characters in Pride and Prejudice. This has gotten much stronger than when they released it last fall because it's been sitting for a bit. Mahogany, creamy vanilla, fresh midnight skies. Very, very nice, kind of sultry, really good smell. And then I got I Heart Vanilla Palo Santo from the RTS, and putting these two in the house together, phenomenal. Because this I Heart Vanilla Palo Santo, it's very creamy because it has all the I Heart Vanilla. Creamy vanilla, marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, marshmallows and magnolias, and then just the subtleness of Palo Santo. Not the sharp Palo Santo from Scentsy, which I still absolutely adore because I like charred, smoky, sharp wood. But this is just depth added to the vanilla. Very complimentary to the dashing. The dashing is a good bit stronger than the I Heart Vanilla Palo Santo, and I will definitely not use up that loaf of Teddy Bees before it has had time to really cure, but I'm hearing from people that that specific one, even after a couple years, is still pretty mellow, so I'm not going to waste, sleep over worrying that that's not cured enough to try it out. It was really good. So now I think all that I have left are a few things from the RTS or my pre-order of Teddy Bees that I just really enjoyed. So on Saturday, I had the last of the ministry training sessions at church, and I wanted bakery when I was running out the door. So I used 2 of the things from the RTS. Now, these need to cure. I know that. I just am the type that I like to try it out, and then after I kind of know what it's like, I'll go shove it in the back of the closet for a while and then go check on it later. So oh, this was so happy. I just was in the mood for like little kid happy bakery smells. Tiff's favorite birthday cake and strawberry pound cake. Tiff's favorite lavender blended with white cake and buttercream layered with strawberry pound cake. And I think this needs to get a little stronger because everybody raves about the strawberry pound cake, and I'm getting a little bit more of a waxiness from this than I was hoping. Now, it was nice in the warmer, but it just wasn't super strong. It was just a nice, generic, birthday-ish kind of a creamy, fruity bakery scent. So we'll let that sit. Now this one that I paired with it, I don't think this needs any more time to sit. It was a boomer. This is called Vanilla Dream, and some people are not liking this. I'm loving this. It is so vanilla. Woo! It is like whipped cream, fluffy vanilla extract frosting. So this has vanilla cake pops, a drizzle of vanilla buttercream, angel food cake, and a hint of cupcakes at Tiffany's, and whatever that produces is vanilla on steroids for me. Even my younger daughter, who has sort of sworn off bakery scents, really liked this combination in the house on Saturday. And this went for a good long time for a bakery scent. It was great. And let's see, what else do I have here? I was feeling like some Rain and Woods in my bedroom. This was from the pre-order. I didn't get more of it. This is so pretty, though. This is more of a fresh scent. I would consider this a woodsy spring scent. So nice. So this has crunchy leaves, wet flowers, clove, balsam, patchouli, and sandalwood. And I get that freshness of the wet flowers mixed with the leaves, which is not to me a decaying fall leaf. It's more of just like a crunchy leaves that maybe fell off the trees in a windstorm kind of deal. And then those other notes just give it a really subtly woodsy quality. So pretty, but mostly very fresh. Very, very nice. We talked about Asgard, which I was so excited that I ended up loving that. It's that cashmere cedar. I like her cashmere cedar. Now, Emma of Normandy. Everybody says this is amazing. I got 2 soufflés, figuring I'd put it in my bedroom. So, of course, I was curious and had to try it out. I like this, but I don't love it. So I'm glad I didn't get more than just the 2 soufflés. Dark berries, sensual orchid blooms, and warm vanilla. I feel like this needs more vanilla. And I think it's probably the orchid with the berries that's giving me a little bit of a tartness. It's a good, strong scent. It's a very nice scent. I don't know if this is one that will change its balance as it cures, but I think I need a little bit more sweet, creamy vanilla to balance the other parts for me to love this. Do I hate it? No. Is it a good performer? Yes. Will I melt it again? Yes. Will I like it better in the fall? Probably. Just needs a little more balance. And then from last fall, Kiss Me Goodnight. This is really pretty. I put this in the basement for a couple days. Gorgeous down there. I will do it again. This is a little bit more of a wintry, cuddly cashmere scent. So this is cozy cashmere blankets, warm, slightly woody notes, mixed with vanilla, hints of plums, hot tea, and warm amber. And what's not to love about this? It was elegant, it was very comforting, and it was perfect for the basement, even though it's springtime. Down there, it's always kind of chilly, and it was really, really nice. So then the very last thing I want to talk to you about is the other thing along with I Heart Vanilla Pear, where I just really took a gamble on whether it was worth ordering or not. And this might be my favorite surprise scent on the table this week. And this is a whole loaf, because I would have gotten a souffle if I'd had a choice. A whole loaf from the end of the sale of cashmere bubble bath. And it's a happy thing that I got a whole loaf. I am really happy. This scent is fantastic. Oh, it's so good. It is, I like rose, but I didn't realize that I would like rose this way. I got a souffle of Princess Katia in the pre-order, and it's nice, but this is so good for my bedroom. A sensual blend of vanilla rose, cashmere cream, comfort type, and bubbly milk bath. It's not super strong, but I think if it was more than a medium, this would be overwhelming. I melted this 2 different sessions of it for 2 days in my bedroom, and I never melt anything back to back anywhere. So good. So I hope that you got some of this if you're a Teddy Bees person, and I am super glad that I got this much of it, because I will be melting this in my bedroom so happily all spring, summer, and if there's any left, into the fall, winter. So that is everything that is on my table. Like I told you, this one would be a little longer than normal. So what have you guys been melting from Scentsy, especially from our newer collections that you're liking? So the mental health awareness, like I said, my favorite is the chamomile and vanilla. I hope you can get your hands on the Father's Day things, and as I have said several times, I really, really like this year's Father's Day bars. They're not insipid, they throw well, they're good scents, so please try them. Then get your hands on the Sea Breeze if you liked Ocean Air and Coconut Water last year. If you like anything that's kind of like Blue Grotto, because honestly, I've not seen Scentsy do a variation that reminds me of Blue Grotto ever. This is softer by quite a bit, doesn't have as much sweetness, but the orange is similar to me, and that lush coconut palm thing is kind of like Blue Grotto's leafy quality, but it's softer. So maybe think a little bit of Amazon Rain thrown in too, not much, but this is so good. This bar is different than anything else we've had. Comes out on the 27th. Throw that thing in your club. And I've been hearing wonderful things about the special new bars that were in the Star Wars collection. I have the 3 bars coming in my next club shipment, which processed today, so it'll probably take a little bit over a week. I'm not really a Star Wars person, but the 3 profiles of the scents for the 3 different worlds, I want to smell those. So I will be doing that again in my club haul. So, and then I do have, as I said at the beginning, the summer collection bars coming. There are 5 beautiful, fresh and fruity bars there, and the colors for our summer collection this year are wonderful. So I will pull all that stuff up, make some printouts and things when I get the bars. I'll talk through some of the merchandise too. There's a darling, darling turtle warmer. It's a I don't know how to describe it exactly. He looks like he's made out of sand, and then his shell is painted beautiful jade bluey green, and it's an element warmer, and then on the inside of his shell you're going to put in the cubes of wax. He's a little pricey, but I really, really want him. I think he's called the Aloha Spirit, and I'm wondering if he'll sell out fast, because there aren't any other warmers in the collection this year. Usually they would do at least a full size and a mini, and they keep trimming the summer collection down a little bit by bit. There are 2 pillows this year, neck pillows, the scary unicorn that's back to haunt us, and there's a new one that's a mermaid that I think is a bit cuter. So I will give you guys more details about that when that shipment comes in, which I'm hoping will be sometime maybe by the middle of next week. Other than that, Scentsy a bit on the quiet side right now, so we don't have as much early access to order this month. So if you guys have any ideas for videos that you want to see, let me know, because I'm going to be stretching my mind a little bit to fill in between the What I've Been Warmings and just a couple of special things that I can present this month. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. thoroughly enjoying her wax. Like I said, this was a really fun week of melting. Sometimes you just melt and other weeks you really feel it. And this week I really felt it. So let me know what you guys are enjoying. God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.